Hi, my name is Martha McDevitt and I'm the Executive Director here at the Cherry Brook Zoo. This week we are featuring our African lions for our virtual field trip of the Cherry Brook Zoo. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the MD government has mandated we close our doors to the public, but we're still here every single day looking after our animals. So, what does that mean? We're going to bring the zoo to you, and all we're asking is $1 or $2. So click the button below to donate today, or read the description to find other ways and easy ways to donate. Now, who's ready to have some fun? But first, last week we had a monkey on the loose and we're not sure where it went. We've been looking all over the zoo. Now, if you guys can keep a lookout that way, maybe it went that way. I'm not sure. But you guys, you count how many times you've seen it and comment below. All right, now let's go learn about some African lions. The lions came in October of 2016 when they were just over 2 years old. We had a beautiful habitat ready for them, and we were able to take them in time of need. So our lions were born on June 6, 2014, which means that they're going to be 6 years old this June. Now, who out there is going to be 6 years old this year? So you may notice that these lions look different from each other. One has a big mane, and the other one doesn't have a mane. And the one with the mane, with the fur all around his face, that means he's a boy. So the reason why a male lion has that big mane is for protection and for status. And what does that mean? It means the bigger and the darker that mane is, it means the older he is. And the mane goes all the way down his chest. And that's, again, that's for protection. So if he does get into another fight, especially with another male lion, or any type of other predators, it protects his whole belly. Ari and Frida are brother and sister, and they can't have any babies because Frida's actually been spayed. But if she could, guess how long a lion is pregnant for? The humans actually have babies for 9 months inside. But guess how long a lion is pregnant for? Only 3 months. And the reason why we've spayed Frida and we haven't neutered the male is because he'll actually lose his mane if we neuter him. So what's different about lions than any other big cat? They actually live in a pride, and a pride means a group of lions that live together. Now, there really is only one male per group, usually. And that lion actually works to protect the whole pride. Guess who does all the hunting though, and all the work? The females do all the hunting and all the work. So you must be wondering, how can a lion live in Canada? Well, our lions acclimatize to this weather. They all were born in captivity. And the reason why we need to have them born in captivity is to maintain their population. Now, when they're here, we always offer them a heated building, so they can always go inside and they can always get warmed up. However, on a nice day like today, even though it's a winter day, it's about -1 and they're happy to be outside right now because they have acclimatized, just like you and I. We acclimatize to that colder weather. So, when you guys come visit these lions, who have seen them sleeping every time they're here? Well, you know why? They actually sleep 18 to 20 hours a day. That's why they're sleeping all the time. And if you have a cat at home, it's the same thing. They're sleeping a lot of the time. So when they're awake, we have to make sure that they have lots of toys and lots of things to do. So we're going to learn a lot about lions this week. We're going to learn about different behaviors. We're going to be learning about different things that they eat and the reasons why they have to eat certain things. And we're going to be talking about ways that we give them enrichment, which means toys and things that stimulate them emotionally, mentally, and physically. So our lions are named Ari and Frida. Frida came with her name, and Ari, probably remember him as Aslan. So we actually still refer to him as Aslan as zookeepers because that's the way he knows how to be trained. But his name is Ari now because we wanted to honor a really big contribution that somebody gave us to help us so that we can continue to care for them in their daily needs. So, with big mouths to feed means big bills. It costs $5.18 per day per cat to to feed them, and we order their feed in to make sure that they have lots of food. And we do change that up every day, so it's not the same meal every single day. But if you add that up, it's $5.18. That's $155 per cat for a month, which means that's $620 per month for our cats. That's only for the food that we bring in. We also give them other foods too, and that includes some deer, rabbit, chickens, roosters, and other animals, and we have to feed them different animal proteins because these guys are carnivores, which means they eat meat and they need that food to survive and be healthy. For those of you who like numbers out there, it's a lot of money to run this place to make sure these animals are fed. I mean, we're talking $20,000 to $25,000 a month. That's why every donation that you make counts and makes a huge difference, whether it's small or big. When Ari and Frida first got here, he had a tiny little mohawk, which means he was really only about a teenager when he first got here in human years. And how long does it take for a whole mane to grow fully in? Up to 4 years before it's fully developed, and then continues to get darker as older he gets. Have you ever heard a lion roar? Well, I bet if you have, you'd know. And if you're walking in the Rockwood Park Nature Trail, sometimes people can actually hear him roar because they can be heard up to 8 kilometers away. Fun fact though, when Ari first came here, we thought he was broken. We didn't hear him roaring for a long time because normally they start roaring within the first 2 years, and it took him a long time. He almost was 3 years old before we started hearing him roar, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. Now, he roars a whole lot, and so does Frida. They actually roar at least 4 to 5 times a day, and you can hear them all day and all night, sometimes even at 3 a.m. So why does a lion even roar? Well, actually, it's a way of marking his territory. So sometimes, if a big truck or a motorcycle drives by, he and she would roar to basically say, this is my land, this is my space. One thing we want you to always remember is never roar at a lion or yell at him, especially in his own habitat. He'll roar when he's good and ready. Currently, the African lion is listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. The reason why is that there's only 23 to 39,000 individuals left in the wild. And that's why zoos are so important, to maintain their populations and to make sure that they're here and thriving for us all to learn and observe. The main reason for that decline in population is from hunting and poaching and humans encroaching on their territories. Thank you for joining us on our virtual field trip. Tune in tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Atlantic time for another adventure with Ari and Frida. Be sure to check out the comments on tomorrow's videos for the answers of today's questions.